Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Benedict. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Takes a handoff. It's Bridges. Pushes ahead for two. They'll mark it at the 17. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to throw, it's Vargas. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The offense. He's looking to throw it. Release to the back. He's got his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Trying to find his man on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The burnt orange just smoked the Aggies the last time these two got together.
And anytime you get beat down by your rival, like Reese was talking about, it stings. And it's talked about for a long time, and your coaches do not let you forget it.
And these two teams feel it on the recruiting trail, too, right? Texas's blowout win last year really helped them this past offseason. So they're looking to capitalize and see if they can go 2 years in a row.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The head coach has to be happy with that.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Fires to the big fella. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
They'll go to the ground. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year. And that's why it's so important offensively to practice these type plays, these RPOs, these zone reads, these option plays, and just rep them over and over and over so the quarterback is making the right decisions intuitively and quickly.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On the ground with the counter. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. He wants it all. Touchdown, Aggies! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out of it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 7, Texas 3.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the tailback. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. ...300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got the back over the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They keep attacking through the air. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. And offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. They'll try the run. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Throws to the tight end. He makes a grab. They will score! Touchdown, Texas! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense there, getting a stop on the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. We know they've been burned a few times early in this game by the QB run, but they weren't going to let it happen there.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Vargas. Tight end finds a soft spot. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
At the 38. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
New set of downs after that completion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
They're trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to get to it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. The play action fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wide out in motion. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly out to the tight end. The Longhorns are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. To the air on first down. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on first down. Dances away. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play. He drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down. New set of downs, new set of problems.
Good right down the boulevard. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Benedict. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half.
Texas.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's going to pass. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They looked like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Dialing up a second down pass play. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Willis. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field.
4-2 Spider. Flip. Under.
Try to get it on the ground. On the move at the 30. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
Yeah, and I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're on the side of the field where Long field goal or maybe just punting the ball? Nah, go for it.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
29 Philly.
He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
So a drive there of 82 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Texas.
Coming out with it, it's Hunter. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Quarterback keeps it. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Let's it fly deep downfield. And it's caught for the touchdown, Texas! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more because these guys don't like each other, and you love making those big hits in big moments that they replay throughout the whole next year.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
He's tackled at the 36. First down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas 28, Texas A&M 7.
The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Longhorns are threatening on first and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal to go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. Horns are up in the eyes of Texas are focused on building the lead against the Aggies.
And the Horns are capturing this momentum. Listen, a lot of angst, a lot of nervousness early in the game, Palmer. But now Texas in this rivalry game taking it.
Yeah, you're right. Hook 'em right now. They're just enforcing their will in this game. They're the more physical team at this point. Texas A&M, they've got an uphill battle here.
And the returner will be brought down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looking for a man, it's Vargas. Using his legs to buy some time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Forced out of the pocket. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense.
Green 25.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand man for man. And he
can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Here's the handoff. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Alert, alert. Set.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident, and David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for the whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.